What if I told you there is an African tribe that claimed to know about an invisible star centuries before modern scientists discovered it? The Dogon are an ethnic group living in central Mali, primarily along the spectacular Bandiagara Escarpment, a sandstone cliff stretching for over 150 kilometers. For centuries, they built villages into cliffs and rocky outcrops, creating one of Africa's most unique cultural landscapes. The Dogon became famous because of claims that they possessed detailed knowledge of the star system Sirius. According to researchers who studied them in the 1930s and 1940s, some Dogon traditions described an invisible companion star, its orbital movement, celestial cycles. Many linked this to Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye. This led to sensational theories that the Dogon had ancient astronomical knowledge far beyond what was expected. Modern scholars remain divided. Theory 1. Ancient knowledge. Some believe the Dogon preserved very old astronomical traditions passed down through generations. Theory 2. Cultural contact. Others argue the information likely came from European explorers, missionaries, or scientists before anthropologists documented Dogon beliefs. No definitive answer exists, making it one of Africa's most debated mysteries. The Dogon built houses into cliffs, elevated granaries, defensive settlements, sacred meeting structures. These locations protected them from slave raids and invasions for centuries. Some villages appear almost suspended on vertical rock faces. Perhaps the most visually striking aspect of Dogon culture is their ceremonial masks. Some masks are over 5 meters, 16 feet tall, hand-carved from wood, passed through generations, used in sacred ceremonies. The famous Dhamma ceremony helps guide departed souls into the spiritual world. Dogon mythology speaks of beings called the Nomo. According to tradition, they came from the sky. They brought order to the world. They taught important knowledge. Modern sensational books have incorrectly turned these stories into ancient alien claims, but within Dogon tradition they are spiritual beings, not spaceships. Before the Dogon arrived, another mysterious people known as the Telem lived in the cliffs. The Telem built structures high on cliff faces that remain difficult to access even today. Many local legends say they could fly, though historians believe they simply possessed remarkable climbing skills. The abandoned Telem dwellings still exist and add another layer of mystery. The Dogon believe that the universe was created by a supreme god called Amma. They were monotheism. According to their traditions, Amma created the earth and heavens. The first creation was imperfect and brought disorder. To restore balance, Amma created the Namo, sacred ancestral beings. The Namo helped establish harmony, agriculture, and social order. Everything in Dogon life is built around maintaining balance between humans, nature, ancestors, and the spiritual world. The Namo are among the most important figures in Dogon spirituality. They are often described as twin beings, water-associated spirits, civilizers of humanity, teachers of morality and knowledge. Contrary to popular ancient alien theories, the Dogon traditionally regard the Nomo as sacred spiritual beings, not extraterrestrials. The Nomo symbolize order, wisdom, and renewal. The spiritual leader of a Dogon community is called the Hogon. The Hogon is one of the most respected figures in Dogon society. The selection process is unique. Usually an elderly respected man is chosen. He is selected based on wisdom and moral standing. Once appointed, his lifestyle changes dramatically. Traditionally, the Hogon lives separately from others, observes strict rituals, serves as guardian of traditions, acts as a spiritual mediator. The position is more spiritual than political. One famous tradition says that during his initiation, the Hogon is visited by a sacred serpent associated with the ancestor Lebe. The serpent is believed to purify the Hogon, share spiritual wisdom, connect him with ancestral knowledge. This story remains one of the most sacred aspects of Dogon spirituality. Dogon communities do not rely on one person making decisions. Village affairs are often managed through councils of elders, family representatives, religious leaders, community discussions. Major decisions traditionally require consensus. This has helped preserve social stability for generations. Every traditional Dogon village has a special structure called the Togu Na. This is where elders meet, disputes are resolved, village matters are discussed, decisions are made. Interestingly, the roof is deliberately built very low. Why? Because a standing, angry man cannot fit comfortably inside. Everyone must remain seated, encouraging calm discussion rather than conflict. Many leadership experts today point to the Toguna as an ingenious conflict resolution design. One of the most spectacular Dogon traditions is the Dhamma ceremony. This ceremony honors the dead, helps guide souls to the ancestral realm, strengthens community bonds. Participants wear elaborate masks and perform dances that may last several days. The ceremony is considered both a spiritual duty and a celebration of life. For the Dogon, farming is sacred. Traditional crops include millet, sorghum, onions, groundnuts. Agricultural activities are often linked to rituals and ceremonies. A successful harvest is seen as evidence of harmony between the community, ancestors, and the spiritual world. Many historians believe the Dogon moved into the cliffs of the Bandiagara Escarpment partly to escape. Slave raids, forced conversions, regional conflicts. The cliffs provided natural protection. Some villages were built in locations so difficult to reach that attackers often gave up. Their isolation helped preserve traditions that might otherwise have disappeared. The Dogon system teaches several powerful lessons. Leadership is service, not privilege. Wisdom matters more than wealth. Major decisions should involve community consensus. Conflict is best solved through dialogue, not force. A society survives when it preserves its stories and traditions. These principles have helped Dogon culture survive for centuries despite wars, colonialism, droughts, and modernization. The Dogon remind us that Africa's civilizations preserved complex knowledge, traditions, and histories long before modern technology. Their story challenges assumptions about what ancient societies knew and how knowledge was passed across generations. Today, the Dogon people still live in the cliffs and villages of central Mali. Though modern life has brought many changes, many Dogon now attend schools, use modern technology, and practice Islam or Christianity alongside traditional beliefs. As for their famous knowledge of the stars, the mystery remains. Modern Dogon communities still tell traditional stories about the heavens, but researchers continue to debate how much of the astronomical knowledge was ancient and how much may have been influenced by contact with the outside world. What is undeniable is that the Dogon developed one of Africa's most sophisticated systems of mythology, symbolism, and observation of the natural world. Today, their greatest legacy may not be whether they knew about an invisible star centuries ago. Their true legacy is that they preserved a remarkable civilization, protected their traditions against overwhelming odds, and left behind a culture that continues to inspire historians, scientists. The history was not on paper. It was here, in the dust, the stone, and the sound, and storytellers around the world. Hidden among the cliffs of Mali, the Dogon remain a living reminder that some of humanity's greatest treasures are not found in monuments or machines, but in the wisdom, stories, and knowledge passed from one generation to the next. The stars above Mali still shine as they did hundreds of years ago. Whether the Dogon truly unlocked their secrets or not, one thing is certain: their story is one of Africa's greatest mysteries, and is still being written today. And as long as the cliffs of Bandiagara stand above the plains of Mali, the story of the Dogon people will continue to be told.